It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. We are back with another beer from the wonderful Duchesse of Bourgogne. And this is their cherry. It's coming in at 6.8% ABV in a 330 milliliter bottle. Brewed by Brouwerij Verhaeghe Vichte in Belgium. It didn't go off till 2025, this one, so a good 2 years you can hold on to this beer, age this beer if you want in the bottle. It's already barrel aged though, so you don't really need to do that too much. It's barrel aged with a touch of cherry. It's a brilliant brewery, this. It's a brilliant range of beer. If you can find the original Duchesse of Bourgogne, please go out and try it. It's a really good beer. We've also reviewed the chocolate and cherry version just the other day, so that's on the channel now, released for you to see. But this is the regular. I say the regular. There's nothing regular about this beer whatsoever. This is the cherry version. Black bottle cap with the red emblem of the brewery there. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. They're part of the Belgian family brewers. Here we go. A little bit of smoke on the bottle opening, beer in the glass. Look at this. Look at this wonderful looking beer. Have a listen. Did you hear that? That hiss and fizz as the carbonation dissipated in the glass. Looking for the word then. Dissipated in the glass. And that kind of, it was really kind of a forceful dissipation. It was kind of like that lovely noise of a sour beer. Good levels of carbonation. It definitely has got that lovely kind of cherry red look to the beer. The beer is available from our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk, the largest online beer store in the UK with a fabulous range of beers from all around the world. Fantastic online beer shop. Or if you're in Norfolk, Kings Lynn in Norfolk, got it right this time. I think I called it Suffolk last time. Lots of trouble for that one. Bit like calling Cardiff Swansea. Or Swansea Cardiff. The beers from beersofeurope.co.uk are from Belgium, France, Spain, America, Japan, all over the world. There's a link in the description box if you want to check it out. I'm going to get into this beer. I'm going to get the aroma. Cheers, everybody. Oh, and it's just incredible. It's almost like a slight kind of balsamic vinegar aroma with lots of cherry. I once visited in Italy a balsamic vinegar production facility, and this balsamic vinegar was amazing. It was fantastic. Cut little bits of kind of hard Italian cheese with this balsamic vinegar. It was like literally the best thing ever. But there's a little bit of that in here, that lovely balsamic vinegar aroma, but with lots of cherry. A little bit spicy, a little bit peppery. It smells absolutely incredible. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's proper sour beer. None of that modern sour beer nonsense from the supermarkets. this is proper Belgian sour beer, and that was enough to kind of like almost kind of make my eyes pop out my head type of sourness, make me rub the underneath of my eyes. That is tremendous stuff, absolutely tremendous stuff. But as soon as you kind of like begin to feel the sourness drop off a little bit, then there's a rush of cherry that hits you, this wonderful cherry-like flavour. And then when the cherry dissipates, when that flavour of cherry goes away, you're left with that. Oh, and this is what I love the most about proper sour beer. You're left with just the raw flavour of the grain. And I find it tastes like a real kind of wafer quality to the beer right at the end. It's absolutely fantastic. And of course, being a sour beer, all of the flavours, all of that kind of sourness, you can have this beer stone cold if you like. You can really chill it down in your fridge if you want to. You're always going to get that sourness. You're always going to get that cherry flavour. Oh, fantastic. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. It's a real rush of carbonation. And then it's just flavour, flavour, flavour. But what happens, and this is the other really peculiar thing about sour beer, is that your taste buds and your brain quickly align to the sourness. After the first taste, the second taste, that kind of crazy sourness that's going on, by the third taste, the fourth taste, the fifth taste, it's almost like you're drinking a completely different beer, because the sourness, your brain has got used to the sourness. Your taste buds have got used to the sourness. And then you can start to enjoy the drinkability of the beer, that little bit of a taste of balsamic vinegar in there, the cherry is fantastic, really fantastic. So they basically, how they make this sour beer is that they let the beer completely, in a big fooder type thing, they let it go off. It goes off, it goes off, it goes off, it goes off on the graph, up it goes. And then they leave it in this barrel, and what happens over a number of months and years is that the sourness starts to come down, and the kind of where the beer's gone off, if you like, too far, it starts to hit the peak and come down the other side. So what these brewers do is that they catch it on the down as it's coming down, and it tastes great. And when I was in Belgium about 8 years ago now, they explained to me that how they would have found this beer style originally was they would have come across a barrel in a brewery which somehow somebody forgot about, and it wasn't touched for years, and it was allowed to go off, and it was allowed to come back down again, and they just caught it at the perfect time. And they drank beer from this barrel, and they were like, whoa, what's this? This is fantastic. This is great. This is really decent stuff. And then, of course, they can look at the brewery log. They can see where that barrel was from. They can work out what happened. The beer went off. It kind of come back down again. And it was drinkable. This sour beer had soured, but it's not so sour as it was when it was kind of up there on the peak of the graph. Too sour for the human taste type of thing. You come back down the other side. So they found this barrel, and this is the story of sour beer. They caught this barrel at the right time to be able to appreciate the kind of like the real lovely taste of this sour beer. And that's what was explained to me in Belgium. Maybe it's a little bit more scientific than that. Maybe, I mean, there's talk of all beer was sour. All the London breweries back in the day, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, they were producing sour beer, and it was the Belgians who were inspired by the London sour beers it coincidentally kind of took this style on. And the Belgians are now fantastic at brewing sour beer, and we brew bitters and ales. But please, if you see this in your bottle shop, any one of the Duchesse de Bourgogne beers, so it was a tribute, the young lady there died in a horse riding accident, and this beer was, I think, was a tribute to her from hundreds of years ago, of course. So I'm ready to rate it. Great look, great aroma, fantastic taste. I really, really like that. I think that is absolutely fantastic. It's just top class sour beer. It's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.